This was no ordinary ceiling tile, Jerry.
Okay.
This was the ceiling tile.
So Ghost, we meet again.
His voice is unmistakable to animation fans. Actor George Lowe is the voice of legendary action hero Space Ghost. His way to stardom all started in Pinellas County schools.
George, talk to me about how this whole thing has evolved for you.
It's crazy. I was always the guy in class who, was cutting up and making jokes and being a complete knucklehead. But at 13, my voice kind of came crashing in. It was a dramatic thing. It was like, hey, Mom, what's for supper? And it just came booming in. And some friends in high school shoved me in a radio station in Clearwater at I was maybe 13 and a half. And this is back when a lot of the radio guys just got a huge kick out of stuff like that. They sat me down, they put on tape, they handed me wire copy. By 15, I was on the air in Brooksville, Florida. And unlike a lot of people who just go, oh, this is really awful, this is hard. I mean, I must have a thick head or something because I just kept going. I love Florida, I live in Florida, my home's in Lakeland.
Talk about Pinellas County. And you went
grew up. Yeah, I went Belcher and Oak Grove Middle School, and then I ended up at Clearwater High, and it was awesome. I had a ball at Clearwater High. The theater guy was always going, you really need to be in my class. He was like a fiddler crab. Every time I saw him, hey, you need to be, come on, be in the acting class, come on. I didn't want to do acting. I was one of the band guys.
Yeah. I had never done a movie. Well, I did the opening scene and I did the closing scene of Radioland Murders.
Have to be able to do what we do and go and be funny and have references that you can make people laugh with and construct jokes on the fly, which for me has become my lifeblood in a studio. It's one thing, as Billy and Tom said, you got to read what's there. But some shows are a free-for-all, like us, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. It was a free-for-all. It was a complete madhouse. They were all about, yeah, do it the way they wrote it, but then, give me what you're thinking. Yeah, you could put your own thing in it and season it any way you wanted, but you have to be able to read. And if you can't synthesize other referential kind of things, I got this joke, but, I had to read J.D. Salinger to make sense of putting it in like a Dr. Seuss kind of genre, so you're rhyming Holden Caulfield all of a sudden. Right. You've got to be able to synthesize other things to make a good comedic reference. Right. I know that's a lot for, what grade is this?
K through 12.
It's a lot to ingest, kids, but the more you read, the better.
That sentiment is echoed by all the actors attending ComicCon, and you really can't anticipate what's to come without going back to the future. I caught up with one of the stars of that classic, Leah Thompson.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, I hear the line is around the block, like people aren't even in here yet. So I'm really excited. I love Tampa. I mean, I think it's great when kids are excited about something other than something that's going to get them in trouble. So I love to see people out here celebrating whatever they're passionate about.